If you want to get our shows ad-free, head on over to patreon.com/undisputed anime. Played the open demo for Token Fighting Souls, and it has like a whole ass anime opening scene.
Of course it does. Based on what I've seen of it, it has to. It has to, because it's like so very anime.
I love it.
The way they've approached it.
It's so like anime coded. I love it. But I'm just waiting for all the edits to come out, like where people have swapped it out with like a bluebird or something. Do you know what I mean? Because it's got that whole textbook of them running together, and you know.
Do you think it'll go really well with Dear Maria?
With which one? Sorry, Dear
Maria.
Dear Maria.
It goes with every single anime opening.
Hey, welcome to another brand new episode of Undisputed Anime Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Zane Reed, aka Zane Taicho. I've got the Demon Slayer cap on today. Look at that.
I did notice. It's a very, very clean looking like baseball cap. It's very nice.
Yeah, audio listeners, you should check out the video on youtube.com.
It's honestly, it's a very, like, if you weren't into anime and you saw the hat, you would just think that's a very cool hat. Is it actually got writing in English around the kanji, or is it?
It does, yeah. So
what it says.
It's I think it says like Demon Slayer cour in like the green font around it. But I take back what I said, because clearly someone could read that and be like, that's an anime thing.
But from where I'm seeing it right now, it just looks like a really clean, like mainly like white and black cap with like a slick like kanji right in the dead center with like a green ring around it. Looks very nice.
I like it. It was a holiday purchase, but at Universal, funny enough, of all places. Yeah, I know. Ladies, gentlemen, and MBs, best friendo of the podcast, Susu Day, is here.
That's me. Hey, what up? I just flew in from, up the road. My arms were exhausted.
Show them off. Come on, let's see the gun show.
But... look at that.
Ooh.
You know, you get arms like that by doing absolutely nothing, I assure you.
Those look like the arms of a gamer.
Oh, the wrist strength is, and the dexterity is there. That's what's
it's all in the forearms, yeah.
I'm surprised, you know what, I'm actually, maybe the wrong podcast for this, but I'm surprised that like someone hasn't made like a third party like controller that is weighted.
Oh, like give you the Rock Lee treatment where...
Yeah, so it's like you're holding the controller, but it's like they encourage you to like not rest it in your lap, but like hold it outwards. So you're basically just like...
strengthening those forearms.
Incorporate, isn't that what they're always saying, like in like fitness circles? Is like you should incorporate little bits of exercise into your everyday life.
Yeah. I would say it's more about like stretching and mobility. Because you can lift a lot of weights and that's always fun, but it's the aftercare. It's about like the stretch and mobility, because you can heal in the wrong ways.
And what an excellent segue, because today on Undisputed Anime, we're going to be talking about the hit new anime. This is what you do in the gym. This is the list. Do not break these rules. Everyone around you will get very mad. Isn't easy.
Yeah. I love it. Give me 10 seasons.
I was reincarnated as a set of as a barbell. No.
Workshop it. It's okay. Keep going.
I was reborn as a bench press in a fantasy world in a female gym.
Oh, now you're cooking. Now you're cooking. There is
Money
one.
starts raining down on me.
I'm 100% sure there's one about an elf girl who isekais into this world, but she discovers junk food.
Yes, I've seen that, and she gets a little bit chubby as a result of it. I believe
thick.
I cannot remember her name. There's a really well renowned cosplayer, Yuriko Taiga. She was doing a load of cosplays for it for a while. I think that she was actually doing it like partnered with a studio making the anime or something like that.
Okay, like promotional work.
Yeah, because she lives over in Japan and she does a lot of like work with like promotional like stuff. So
okay, yeah, I'm sure there's like an episode or two where the elf tries and goes to the gym and things and like tries a treadmill and all that jazz. So that's what made me think of it. But there's definitely more. There's more in that niche there.
To be fair, I didn't watch the anime, but I know the anime is there. I also cannot remember the title, but there is a great manga out there which is about a girl who starts going to the gym and she's just trying like to weightlift. And like and like the male like side character is like just like the biggest himbo, but he looks very unassuming. Then his clothes come off and he's like full like bodybuilder built.
Yeah. He's like sculpted. Yeah. I did watch an episode or two because it's a comedy.
It's very funny. Like every chapter is like unrelated to the last chapter in the manga. It is literally just like I suppose it is like gag manga in a lot of ways.
It is, but it's also informative as well because the PT talks about how to do like squats and the correct positioning and stuff.
It talks about the muscles that it actually works out as well. It's very informative, isn't it?
Yeah. No, it's I watched like one or two episodes. It wasn't for me, but yeah, I thought it was. I loved the PT, like you said, the way that he looks just like an everyday guy with like a baby face almost. Yeah. And then when he takes his tracksuit,
his clothes rip off. So.
Yeah. No, it's a good one. But I guess that does lead us into what we're going to talk about today, which is some of our picks of the summer lineup of 2026. Now, if you've been following this podcast for a while, you know we do this every year and technically every season. So if you are new, be sure to subscribe, like, all that jazz. Maybe even check out some of the previous ones as well, because there's a whole backlog of good recommendations there from your boys. Susu Day, how are you feeling about this season?
Briefly touched on it at the before you hit record, but looking at what's out there, it's not that I'm disappointed. It's not that I'm disappointed. That wouldn't be the word that I describe it. It's actually, I guess, for me, it's a little bit relieving because I have kind of like I sometimes find it hard to stay on track with anime, so I often fall behind some series. I'm fine. I looking at what is ahead for this current season or the next season. There isn't a ton on there that I'm like super hype about. Like, I need to watch this. This is something that I'm gonna like have on my watch list. But that itself kind of works out really nicely for me because it gives me the opportunity to finish off some stuff from last season. And last season was stacks with great stuff. So it's kind of like this is a nice like cool down month. This is like a recovery month or recovery season for me. Yeah,
I was kind of dreading coming into the recording of this because I was like, I don't know if I'm that hyped for a lot of things, especially compared to previous years where we've had like a My Hero come out this time of year, or half a dozen of new isekais come out, but it feels very scaled back compared to previous years. But like you said, coming off the back of a wild spring season and dare I say even a stacked winter season before that, it feels kind of like a nice change of pace where it's kind of like on reflection, you're like, actually, I can finish off some of those things that were overhanging from last season. There's some things I could catch up on because there's some season 2s here and things. So yeah, it's not the most exciting summer collection, but also I don't think it's a bad summer collection either.
Not at all. There's definitely some good stuff in here, and I think that there is for all of the things that I don't really like plan to like watch myself. There's a lot of variety here.
which is again interesting for a summer, isn't it? Because again, like we just joked, like there's usually half a dozen isekais, and there are some isekais here. But yeah, there is a little bit of everything, which is kind of nice. Is there anything you want to kick this conversation off with? What's on your list right now?
I mean, for things that I'm like excited about, I mean, it will be no surprise to anyone that obviously the final core of Bleach comes out this season.
It does indeed,
and I'm very hyped to watch all through. In fact, I'm currently in the process of talking Kira around to just doing a rewatch of the whole 1,000-Year Blood War.
Ooh.
Just to lead up into the final season, because I'm kind of like, I think I said it when it first came out, when the first season of 1,000-Year Blood War came out. I was like, it'll be so cool to like go into the final season of it having just come off the back of all the previous episodes, just watch it in one go.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna trying to make that happen.
So interesting. This only has 10 episodes. So I'm in a similar position as you. It's kind of like, ooh, would it be great to just kind of like binge watch everything going into this? Or do I watch the 10 episodes week on week and then rewatch everything as a complete package?
That's the so I'm having to, and I've had to add this into my conversations with Kira, is that like,
yeah,
I am for I guess folk who are only tuning in for the first time, Kira is my wife, but it just feels so informal to refer to her as like my wife all the time. I've had to insert into conversations with her that is like, I know you're not really like, you don't really seem to be super in the mood for watching anime at the moment, but I know that this is something that you really will want to watch at some point. But I do need to let you know that I kind of, in some weird way, have to watch this as part of my job. So it's like I can probably push it out for like a week or two, but I am gonna have to start watching it regardless of whether you want to watch it, because I'm gonna need to talk about it.
Yeah. It's probably the biggest of this season lineup, right? Like it is.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking about it. It had a cinema release of the first 3 episodes, which I've seen and I absolutely love.
And it's been consistent as well. It's been consistently good. All of the new scenes that have been getting added into every season have been so well received. Like Kubo has like worked really closely with studios to make sure that it's like the vision is realized. Honestly, like I think it happens more often than I think that a lot of like anime enjoyers would give it credit for. But I really do think that this is like one of those like anime which is just gonna get everything right, you know?
Yeah, and as a long-time Bleach fan, I am over the moon for it. Like, I really want it to succeed. Like, of course, One Piece is always in the conversation because One Piece has had the history and now it has like a whole new generation adopt it and stuff, where I feel like Bleach is often overlooked out of the big 3. And now it feels like it's definitely it's getting its day in the sun, which is wonderful to see. Absolutely wonderful.
So enjoyable to watch. And like, I think that what's very, and this isn't an episode about Bleach, but let us gush for a little bit.
Yeah.
I think that like the story that Bleach tells is the most mature of the stories of the big 3.
Mm-hmm.
I think that like there is a lot of darkness in Naruto and there is a lot of darkness in like One Piece, but the way that the story is told, it kind of just feels that like Bleach is the more kind of mature story.
Yeah. I've always thought that, considering how different Ichigo is to the quote unquote standard shonen protag, right?
He's less happy-go-lucky than the others. He's like he's pre-built with like a sense of duty, whereas Naruto, at least Naruto in original Naruto and Luffy are like very driven by whim and like dream, whereas Ichigo's more about like this is something that I have to do.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's no one else to do it.
This
but
is a
me.
duty thing.
Yeah. So yeah, I love it. I think it's fantastic. At the time of recording, the first episode's out on Disney Plus. Please go watch it. It is fantastic. Yes, you will see Yoruichi's yams, to say it politely. So
don't go getting a divorce. Choose who you watch it with carefully. It's viral now. It's virally known news that is a thing that happens.
I don't know. I don't totally believe it. I think
you think it's just like bait. You think that they're just trying to get
I think it's one of those in online, what do you call it? Sort of internet stories. You know?
Like the old days where it's like be me, like sitting on a subway, girl sits next to me, kisses me, like we're dating, like that sort of thing. It's like, okay, all right,
or one of those like
self-insert story,
or the old Slender Man type of stories, you know,
or like a creepypasta.
Should we talk about what's on my list?
Yeah, let's do it. Like, obviously, this isn't a Bleach podcast. This is an anime as a whole podcast. So,
now, again, if you've been following the podcast for a while, or maybe you've been following my channels and such, you know that I am a huge fan of Black Torch. I make no apology about it. I make it no secret. I love the manga Black Torch, and I was super excited when they announced that it was getting an anime series. Black Torch is very short manga series. It got cancelled. There's like 5-6 volumes from memory. Really excited about this. It's out weekly in sub and dub. The main character of Juro is voiced by the same guy who does the dub for Okarun in Dandadan, which I think is fantastic casting. Here's the thing. I feel like they've just missed the mark with it. I'm just going to rip the Band-Aid off. I feel like it's fine. It's not terrible. It's not PNG levels of anime or animation, but it's kind of like it's unseasoned. Do you know what I mean? It's just plain chicken, but no sauce or seasoning or anything. It's
white people anime.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying,
that's
exactly
what you just said.
Mate, in my mind, I'm like, season 1 of Wisteria, right? We knew it wasn't coming in hot. Like, this wasn't the thing that everyone was waiting for. And the same with Black Torch. I knew not everyone was waiting for this. Not everyone was kind of like waving the flag like me. But even with Wisteria season 1, it had motion, right? It had like, it knew when to pause on certain scenes. It had like good lighting and other things. But I feel like with this, it's kind of like it reminded me, remember back in the day when we'd be like, sure, the anime's great, but the manga's better.
Yeah.
It feels like one of those.
Oh no.
And it really, I want it to do better. I feel like I'm kind of you can tell the cope is kicking in. I'm kind of coping that maybe the DVD version will be better because they can add more to it and things.
Well, how much is out at the moment? Is it all out, or is it a week by
4
week?
episodes? Yeah, it's week by week.
Could you cope? Is there enough copium to keep you going that it could be one of those things that in a later episode it's all of a sudden gonna be like, bam, here's what you've been waiting for?
Yeah, I mean, it's got a bigger fight happening than what we've seen in the first 3 episodes. And again, the animation isn't terrible. It's just, I guess in my mind, it's kind of like if I was directing it, I would probably pause on certain scenes and certain like frames and stuff, knowing that in the manga, the page is so much more of that particular thing than it is in the anime.
Okay.
I love the art style. I love everything in the manga version. I feel like the manga version like has so much character to it, but this feels like a sourceless version.
I get it. I get what you're saying.
I feel like I was crashing out a little bit there.
It probably didn't help that I really derailed things. Well, I mean, I suppose that there is a degree of it where you've kind of got to look at it from a perspective of in a vacuum, episode by episode, this is how I'm feeling. Maybe it will just all come together. Maybe when you've finished it, if you stay with it, you'll get to the end of it. You're like, it wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst. It had its like good moments and had its bad, but
yeah. And again, I'm not disillusioned enough to think like it was going to have the budget of like Black Clover coming into it, or you know what I mean, or like a Dan sort of thing. Yeah. I get that. It's just kind of like I feel like they could have really run away with it if they just kind of gave it a little bit more.
They just needed that Mappa treatment.
It made me. Did you ever watch Tonga Aki, the blood shonen that came out like 2 seasons ago?
I don't believe that I did.
Where every woman was like thick with 3 C's.
I did not watch that.
It in some ways it kind of reminds me of that, where it's kind of like it's not a terrible watch. It just feels a little by the numbers.
Yeah, I can see that. I can understand that, which is a shame. But I mean, they can't all be like being developed like Gurabachi with unlimited budget.
I know. I don't know. I don't know if there needs to be like, maybe it's just me, but anyone who else who's watching this, or maybe if you're a big fan of Black Torch, let me know if it's just me or if you feel the same way. Because I really want this to do well. I really do. Because again, I'm so passionate about the manga version, but that's just me.
It's just him. He's learning.
Oh, go ahead. What are you going to say?
I was just say he's just learning. He's learning to live with it.
You put all your hopes and dreams into something, and then you know.
I get that. I 100% get that. I've been there more than once, so don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about it. We've all been there.
We've all been there. Talking of we've all been there, what else is on your list? I don't know how I could have tried and segued that, by the way.
So this is something that I've actually read a little bit of the manga, really enjoyed it as like just a little manga concept. So I think that as an anime, it could be pretty fun. Might not see it all the way through. Might be good for an episode every now and then. And that is Kaiju Girl Caramelize.
Kaiju Girl
Caramelize. It's like Otome Kaiju Caramelizer.
Tell me more.
It's basically about introverted, shy, and apparently normal high school girl, and she's used to being all on her own. However, she she actually is a kaiju. And when she has strong feelings of like love and stuff, she starts to transform. And she kind of like develops a crush on a boy in her class. And it's obviously just a very funny story of this girl who's like, she's trying to live as just a normal high school girl. And she's dreaming of having this relationship with this guy. But she keeps transforming into a kaiju. And it's always on the news. And no one knows that it's her. No one knows that she's the monster that keeps appearing in the city.
Wow.
And we at Undisputed Anime love a kaiju story.
100%. And
I think that this is just a fun little take on it. So just like there's this girl and she's like literally a kaiju, and she's just trying to live her life. And it's like I guess the reason it's fun is because it's like kind of like the most over exaggerated version of a coming of age story. Your body's changing and stuff like that. Your body's changing into a skyscraper sized like giant Godzilla. You know what I mean?
I like that. Yeah. There's a really cool what do you call it? Metaphor of it?
Yeah.
No, that's funny. Of course, comedy, romance, supernatural. I can't see a listing of how many episodes.
Yeah, it's not got a confirmed episode list at the moment. Yeah. I think it'll be fun. Like I said, it's maybe not something that I would like tune in every single week, like be sitting waiting for the episode to drop. But it's just like if I was looking for something very just like fun and lighthearted to like watch while I was like eating my dinner or doing some chores or something, like that'd be the perfect something to like wind down with.
Yeah, no, I like the sound of that. I think that'd be really cool. Yeah. And Linden Films, did I see that right? Is the studio behind it?
Yeah, Linden Films.
So yeah, I want to say they're pretty decent. By the way, I should mention Black Torch is being produced by Studio 100 Studio. And also I didn't get to say that it's about a high schooler who has a Mononoke trapped inside them and then joins a bureau of espionage to fight off Mononoke. There's the short version.
What a treat. And Linden Studios is responsible for several pretty decent things. They worked on Goblin Slayer 2, if you're so inclined. They produced Berserk.
But which one?
It looks like it's the more recent one. So I don't know about that. I did not watch it myself. They worked on the Heroic Tale of Arslan.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, that's good.
They did Cells at Work, Terraformers.
Good catalogue.
Yeah, there's loads. They were also responsible. They were unfortunately responsible for that anime about the student who she's only like really good at her exams if you remove her panties. It looks
Taka something san. Please don't.
San, yeah. They've got some good stuff on here. So Tokyo Revengers.
Ooh, now that one is divisive.
Initial D, they did Legend 3.
Okay, no, that is a good catalog.
They have a massive catalog of stuff. Yeah, they did like the Professor Layton stuff. Yeah, Cat's Eye. This list is going on forever, so it's wild. Studios.
I'll tell you what, they do the Lord's work. Let's throw out one more and then we will jump to an ad break. Yeah. I'm just kind of throw out there because I kind of enjoy it, and I spoke about this a few seasons ago. But from Old Country Bumpkin to Swordmaster Season 2, everything you really need to know is in the title. He is a teacher in a village who gets recruited into the capital to train the king's squad, army sort of thing. But he doesn't realize like how good of a swordsman he actually is. And funny enough, all of his students have gone on to these amazing roles within the kingdom, either like high up captain role in the army or, again, other different types and stuff. But the sword work is amazing, and they do cater for different types of sword types as well, if that makes sense. So things like two-handed greatsword types to dual wielding, and the list goes on. So yeah, I really enjoy it. It's not the most rich animation, but again, it's such a, like you said before, it's an easy watch. There's a dub version as well. I've been watching it on Amazon Prime, and yeah, it's getting to that stage now where there's a little bit more sort of political intrigue and you know, things are happening in other kingdoms that are affecting this kingdom, and there's like magic as well. So he fought like a magic master and things. But yeah, I love it. It's fantastic.
I still have season 1 on my watch list because it is one that I'm really interested in giving a go, because you were saying it is really, really fun. And so I do want to get that one watched. I'm just looking through the details about this just now and seeing that the guy who voices the main character also voiced TK in Digimon.
No, what, in the dub version or in the
original Japanese?
Oh,
well, to be fair, it's saying that it was he voiced him in Digimon Adventure Beyond.
Oh, okay.
Which I've not seen, so I'm not sure if there's it's like an older man TK. But the picture shown next to him on this page is like second generation Digimon TK, like teenager TK.
Who is it?
What you? So I'm
because I clicked on the actor's name here.
You got.
And then it took me to his previous roles. Apparently, he's voiced Sanji.
Ah, okay. What website are you on? Are we just on different websites?
I'm on AniList.
Oh, I'm on my AniList. So,
okay. If I scroll further down,
did I just see that he voiced Logan Paul?
What?
Yeah, he did. Damalo Black.
Oh right, I see what you did there. You got it. I knew he voiced Kotetsu, from Tiger and Bunny. I copped that straight away. It's basically his tiger voice, because it's the old man voice, right?
Yeah.
And the same for Sword Art Online.
He was Ryotaro.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, Klein.
He's done quite a lot in Digimon, actually. Lemon in Digimon? That's crazy.
He's been around. He's been around, this guy.
He's talented.
Awesome.
Oh, God Eater. Damn.
Yeah, seemingly he's just been Sanji forever. So
I need to put more respect on One Piece name, because I didn't know like he was Sanji.
There we go. On the website I'm on, his headshot looks like he runs a Fortune 500 company. He looks like so intense in this photo compared to the one that you had. Anywho, we're getting started.
We're getting distracted. But after that deep dive into his bag, how about you check out a word from today's sponsor? This video is brought to you by Surfshark VPN. Now, for years, Surfshark has delivered privacy and security solutions to safeguard your data and privacy online. You can travel the world virtually, browse privately by encrypting your internet activity, block ads and malware that get in your way, and much more, thanks to its easy-to-use tools. Plus, get an extra 4 months when you sign up using our code UndisputedAnime. More details in the description down below. Welcome back. So we're running through the summer 2026. Susude, I just picked one. I think it's your turn.
I think it might be, and you know what? I'm going to choose a pretty obvious one. I think that generally speaking, that most people should probably give this a go, even if they don't stick with it. And that is, where are you on my list? Where are you on my list? You're not on my list. Where did you go on my list? Did I imagine you being there? Ghost in a Shell.
I had a feeling.
Yeah, Ghost in the Shell. I mean, we gotta put some respect on the franchise, you know. Go and give it a go. It's an iconic IP.
Yeah, this one's really exciting because one, it's closer to the manga than the movies, and by movies I mean the live action or the original. What was it? 80s, 90s movie. So yeah, this one's pretty exciting because it's, again, they've adapted a lot more of the manga and even, again, tried to copy more of the style, especially from volume 1. Again, I saw this one in cinema, the first 2 episodes, and it was fantastic. The dub is so good. It is. So this currently doesn't have how many episodes listed, but it is from Science SARU, who we've become huge fans of course, Dan to Dan. But also they have done Sander, they have done The Scott Pilgrim Takes Off. They've done Star Wars Visions, 1 or 2 episodes. So yeah, Devilman Crybaby. They're a studio that, although it feels like they're very young, they are just doing exceptional work at the moment.
Absolutely. So
yeah, excited for Ghost in the Shell. I rewatched the first episode because it's on Amazon Prime again. And yeah, they've got both the sub and dub version on the app.
Exciting.
It is a little bit exciting.
Definitely one to watch.
Now, this is where things get tricky because those are kind of like the top ones, right? And now we're kind of like in the dregs a little bit, dare I say. So some that are on my sort of hit list, and I don't believe it's out yet, but there's one called Ribbon Hero, which I saw a trailer of not too long ago, and I was like, damn, that looks fantastic. Studio behind, it's a movie, an hour and 49.
It's
wow.
It's based on, what's it based on? It's got a lot of inspiration. It's got a lot of inspiration from something that, like, something vintage or comparatively vintage. What is it?
The anime is inspired by Osamu Tezuka's manga Princess Knight.
Yes, that's it, Princess Knight, which is obviously like vintage anime, vintage story. So I'm very excited about that, to be fair.
That is definitely one on my sort of let's keep an eye out for. Is there anything that you've got your eye set on, or should I just keep going?
Things for me, like, again, I'm sure that there are things that are listed for the season that once the season started in earnest, it might come around like, oh, this thing is popping off, and I might be more interested in jumping in, but nothing at face value is making me want to jump in. Obviously, there's sort of ongoing stuff going on, and there's stuff in like my backlog that I want to get through. So you continue on. You continue on.
Okay. So funny enough, on that subject, I didn't finish Samurai Troopers, and there's a part 2 that's out this season with 12 episodes, and this comes from Studio Sunrise, so that's kind of been added to the plan to watch, because again, I need to kind of finish the first part really. So that's on the list. Something else I saw which is kind of piqued my interest is, I don't know how or when this is going to happen, but there is a Sword Art Online. It's called Unanswered Butterfly, which I imagine is a movie. Yep. Which is supposed to be out July 10th. So again, I'm not quite sure if that's just a Japanese release or released as part of Echoes of Aincrad Sword Art Online Games Limited Edition.
So it's included. It's not available for. You have to buy the game.
Looks like we're upgrading to deluxe.
I suppose I'm looking at the synopsis, and I guess it's like based on the story follows some of the characters after. Maybe so. Yeah, follows the real world acquaintances who reunite inside. So it's not set after, but it's following 2 characters who end up in the death game.
But yeah, we'll figure out a way to watch that.
That sounds like hard as hell though. The plot that is written here is after a fateful encounter with the player killer known as the Black Swordsman, they seek out guidance and training from the swordswoman Asuna. So that actually sounds like sick.
You played that demo yet?
Yo ho ho, me hearties. There's treasure to be found.
Say no more. Say no more.
Say less.
Yeah. There's a My Hero Academia I'm Here Too. Following a broadcast of the My Hero Academia episode 170 plus 1, the series' official website and accounts revealed a new short anime adapting the I Am a Hero 2 bonus chapter will tell the story of Eri as a high schooler.
Yeah.
So again, this is kind of something that may happen at some point.
Comes out next. This time next week.
3rd. Yeah.
Oh, you got it August 3rd. I've got it here saying it's going to be premiering globally and on August 2nd on Crunchyroll. So one of them's got to be right. One of them's right.
We should keep an eye out for that one.
Because that is a really cute story. Like I read the manga of it, so.
It'll be good. It'll be just kind of be good to have those characters back, right? In one last sort of hurrah. Because it's technically a time skip as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's time skips. Just like, what's Eri been up to? How is she living in this world? So
the last one I'm going to mention is come on, we spoke it into existence. Let's talk about it again. Star Wars Visions presents The Ninth Jedi.
Oh, I'm such an idiot because I had completely forgotten that this is coming out, and I'm so excited about it.
Me too. I completely forgot as well. It's one of those things that I've just noticed on the list. I was like, of course it is. So this was one that we were really high on off the back of Star Wars Vision Season 1. We were kind of like, this needs to have its own anime.
Absolutely.
And it's happening. 8-episode limited series. This is really exciting. It's by Production IG, who have had a rich, long history of good anime, and it's gonna be added to the list.
Yeah.
It comes out August 5th.
I'm very hyped about this. It's another one of those. It's one of those stories where I'm just kind of like, Disney instead of like acquiring more just anime generally, I think that Disney needs to do more with the IPs that they own and just commission studios to do stuff. Because you could have a whole thing that was Star Wars. You could have a whole thing that's Star Wars Visions, except it's not Star Wars Visions. It's for like Marvel, or they've got so many like IPs now that they could just easily do the same sort of project and have the same success.
Yeah, just give it to a couple of studios and say like, do you have any ideas? Let's run it. I feel like in some ways that's how like the success of Predators kind of work, because it's kind of like Predator, what was it, Killer of Killers?
Yeah.
Such a fantastic idea. So good. And it's kind of like, I love for more of it. Although it kind of gave us, it's a load of mini stories in one movie. It's kind of like, I'd love for more of that.
Yeah, give us the most recent Predator movie has been widely accredited as like one of the best, and it's like the way that the story plays. Imagine that sort of story told as anime, like following Yacha Hunter, like on his journey to become like worthy, like fruit, or it's like. It's so good. Like, I imagine like a horror anime that was just like the premise of any alien movie, like with a xenomorph in it.
Yeah,
and most of the movie could just be like Most of the movie could just literally be the politics of humans getting paranoid with each other. Like the xenomorph barely needs to do any work.
Yeah, and I feel like it's such a terrible shame that people didn't really check out the Terminator anime that was on Netflix, because that was so good, and it had like this beautiful sort of Japanese nuance to it as well, because it's set in the 90s, so you see like the PS1s in the shops, and it kind of I loved it so much. I feel like I need to rewatch it soon, because it was just absolutely fantastic.
Honestly, there's so many IPs that have so many potential, and I feel like the companies that own the IPs are more interested in acquiring already popular animes than trying something new, which is annoying because the companies that are acquiring all of these like anime to their catalog are usually companies who have more than enough money to take a gamble on a project.
Yeah. I watched the He-Man movie last night. Which I really enjoyed. Yeah.
I hear that it's very good, because it's again in the same way that I found I enjoyed some of the later DC movies where it wasn't taking itself too seriously and it was a little bit camp.
Yeah. It really doesn't take itself seriously in any shape or form. But it kind of reminded me of the Netflix powerhouse animated He-Man Revelations. And although in some ways the story wasn't that fantastic, the animation in that was amazing, especially in part 2 when you get like the Hulk version of He-Man, and he just goes on a rampage.
Fun. Yeah,
it's so good. But so, yeah, it just so it's kind of like, what would a Thundercats anime be like? I know we came dangerously close in like 2010 with that reboot version,
and the reboot was good. Yeah, it was good.
So
I really enjoyed it. Imagine we get a proper anime for like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or even if they just did the Ronin or something like that. Or there's so many like good shows that would like. This is jumping back to Marvel. Imagine a Blade anime.
There is one. But it was like 2012, 2015, I want to say. I can't remember.
I see.
It was like, it's like a straight to DVD.
But imagine a Blade anime, but it's done by the studio that did Castlevania.
Yeah, that would be money.
They'd be printing it. They'd just be printing money.
Especially if they managed to book Mahershala Ali as the voice.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't have to wear the costume now. He could just do the voice. Or even they get Wesley Snipes. I don't know how good Wesley Snipes is at voice acting, but...
Just gotta do it. They just gotta do it.
Same way you just got to give this podcast a star rating. Oh, what a segue. If you have enjoyed today's episode, let us know in the description. Of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, like, subscribe, all that jazz helps us out in a big bad way. Of course, let us know what you're watching this season. Have we missed anything? I know we didn't talk about Tanya season 2. Technically, I haven't seen season 1, believe it or not, although it's a huge isekai. I haven't seen it. I know cousin Matt at Manga Attack will be wishing that we had watched Thunder 3.
Absolutely he will have.
Yeah. But anyways, thanks for listening, thanks for watching. Of course, feel free to leave comments, we reply back. Like, subscribe, all that jazz, and we shall see you in... Oh, before we go, Susude, any words of wisdom?
You can live your entire life and never experience the blight of hay fever, and then all of a sudden you'll be hit like a truck by the blight that is hay fever. Probably a good point of practice to not be telling people for years that hay fever is just a skill issue. Because one day you're gonna really humble yourself. You're gonna really get humbled.
Karma's real. I'm sure of it. Karma's real. Great pearls of wisdom there, by the way.
I'm suffering, mate. I'm suffering. I can feel the meds I took prior to this. I've already started wearing off, and I need to take some more.
No. By the way, neither of us says Tomb King.
Tomb Raider King.
Yeah.
I've not read the manhwa. I've always thought about picking it up, but I think I read the first chapter and I was like, I don't really like this main character. But maybe it's one of those ones where I need to stick it out for a few chapters just to see. If the main character in a manhwa isn't immediately like kind of okay, I'm kind of like, okay. Also, the art style in the manhwa at the beginning it's so highly rated. The art style at the beginning isn't quite what I like. So
yeah. I've had a few friends ask because they're like, this looks like Solo Leveling, and I'm like, yeah. And that, I think that's kind of putting me off it a little bit, because it's kind of like, I don't want to see a Solo Leveling copy.
He does look a lot like Sung Jin Woo, like in the screenshots I'm looking at right now.
Yeah.
You know what? You're
going to roll the dice on it, aren't you?
No, I'm going to read it. I'm going to give it a read, because at the moment I'm up to date on all the manhwa I'm reading on the regular. There are two that I'm currently like chipping my way through at the moment. Maybe I'll add Tomb Raider King to those. Come back to the next episode with a better opinion of it.
I'll watch the first episode as well. Let's tag team this.
Let's link back up on the next episode. See how we're feeling then.
We'll take this on. Let us know if you're watching Tomb Raider King. We got it. And we'll see you in a fortnight. Ta-ta for now.
Peace.